Google how to beat Catenaccio.
This is Spartak!
Здравствуйте, comrades. Welcome back to This is Spartak. I'm Dan. We're up against Inter today. Inter today. It's going to be our toughest test yet. Zenit was pretty tough at the beginning there. First match of the season in the Premier Division. We beat them 4-0. I thought that was going to be our, or at least one of our toughest matches, especially because it was the first time. The tactic hadn't settled in. But I actually think this one's a pretty big one. Inter Milan are favourites. We are the underdogs. Not very often that happens, but it's happening today. So Inter Milan sit in top position in Group I, only by 2 goals, however. They've beat Young Boys and Odd. We have as well. They're home today at the San Siro, or as the game likes to call it, the Giuseppe Meazza. Frank de Boer, their manager, the 46-year-old Dutchman, manager of Ajax for a while before this, of course. He's got an adventurous playing mentality, likes to pass the ball, closing down. He's got the defensive mid there, essentially the five at the back. He's playing a Catenaccio, in my opinion. Is there anything else we can gauge from him? Tactical knowledge isn't great, but he's got good motivation, good level of discipline. It's going to be a difficult match for us to break down in terms of how it compares. It's Milan are basically spending tons and tons of money. So yeah. Captain is Mauro Icardi. He is a top-notch striker worth 30 million apparently, and being paid at just millions of pounds. Crazy. But he has scored goals. 9 goals in 9 appearances for Inter Milan this season. Miranda being their vice captain and key player. He is a defensive he's a centre back. Defensive centre back? No, just centre back. And he's also one to look out for. Perisic, the inside forward on the left, their top assister. He is he's also one to look out for. He's so pacey. He's going to be such an issue for our wing backs that will be up the pitch anyway. So yeah, that's going to happen. Our most player of the matches is this Santon guy, their left back. It is going to be a difficult match, no doubt about that. So we've got Rebrov in goal. We've got Mauricio as a sweeper. We've got Kombarov and Mattione on the left and right, playing with an attack role. I do know that. But we need them up there. We need the width. We need the players up there. We've got Bocchetti and Sedar Tashi as the stoppers. Sedar will be man-marking Icardi as well. Glushikov as a box-to-box with Fernando as the ball-winning midfielder. Zelalim as an advanced playmaker with Berbatov deep line forward and Zelois complete forward. That is the team that we're going to do. That is the team that we're going to pitch up today. We're going to get into this. We aren't going to play just a standard mentality today. I couldn't decide. Yeah, of course, we'd like to control the match, but are we really going to go to the San Siro against Inter Milan today and control that match? Counter, yeah, but it doesn't really work. Maybe it did against Zenit, I think, but I'm not sure. I mean, I see counter as being a really fast, high-tempo, direct style of play, and we don't do that. So defensive, it would be an option, I suppose, but that might be something that we switch to if we do get an early goal, as opposed to just start on defensive. So that's my thought for that. We're going to play it quite slow. We're going to try and utilise the wings because, of course, they've got Kondogbia in that defensive mid role. We want to stay quite clear of him as much as we can. At least our direction of our attacks might as well come down the wings. We're going to stick both our wing backs on that attack role, so why not actually try and utilise them as much as we can with a deeper defensive line, because I'm just crap scared of the difference between potentially their strikers and inside forwards and our defence, especially in terms of pace and things like that. We're going to stand off in terms of closing down. We're going to let, if they want to come at us, we're going to let them come at us, but we're going to try and make it very difficult for them to actually get a shot on target. That's the thought behind that. We're not going to pass into space because, again, they've got very speedy players, I think, compared to us, especially the likes of Berbatov. He ain't going to pass it into space up to Berbatov because their central defenders are just massively massively quicker than Berbatov. Passing directness is going to be kind of mixed, but we're going to try and retain possession, so hopefully shorter passing when possible, but don't be silly. If you do need to spray it out wide, do it. Be more expressive in line with that as well. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to get cracking on, because like I say, we do want to verse Rostov as well in Russia, so yeah, we need to basically go to Italy, go to the San Siro, get this game done, and then come back to Russia to verse Rostov, who's sitting 8th. We'll have a close look at them after this match. So they are playing the 4-1-2-3, or 4-1-2-3, I was going to say, because I think these are basically inside forwards, or at least Perisic is. So it's going to be very much like 3 forwards up there, with this kind of 5 in the centre, I suppose, from their defence up to the midway line. So it's going to be quite congested there, especially because we've got an attacking playmaker there as well. It would have been nicer to play with wingers, I suppose, but we just don't have that set up, and we don't really have any wingers, so yeah. So despite Inter Milan being favourites for this match, in terms of the odds, we've got a pre-match analysis there from Marcel Hissa from Eurosport. He says, I can't look beyond Spartak Moscow for this game. They're a good side, and I believe they've got what it takes to see off Inter today at San Siro, after losing 1-0 to Ural. Only maybe because the players have got these 2 guys missing. To be fair, I don't think it'll be much of a thing for them. We'll see how we get on. We'll just make sure we've got extended playing, just so we can have a look. I know that we're trying to fit in 2 in this match, but we're going to play an extended just so that I can see what's going on. Inter Milan seem to be, in the first 5 minutes, coming down that right hand side quite a lot. Gabriel is in, gets his shot away, and Rebrov with the save. Maybe I was a bit too hasty to say much less, maybe closed down less, but not all the time. In fact, I might change that to sometimes, because I'm a bit nervous now about which one to choose. Mario Miranda will not get it. Felipe Mattioni comes out and wins the ball, which was nice to see. That was really good, actually. Really kind of determined play from Felipe Mattioni there. We're gonna just say close down sometimes. Gabriel beats 2 men on him. I mean, that's mental. Mauricio does win the ball, though, I think, and does clear, but not so far. Only out to their one of their midfielders, Mario, I think, and Salde. And Mario just knocking it about between them. But Zelalim gets in there. Arsene Wenger, eat your heart out. Berbatov on the right to Zeloise, to Glushakov. It's 1-0. Katome Miasa. Katome Miasa. Oh, the San Siro is going I'm just find out how many of our fans we've brought along with us today, because you can just, I mean, I think San Siro holds 80,000 people. Not sure how many, whether it's full capacity today or not. Probably not. But well, it doesn't look too bad. But we'll see how many we've got, because it's going to be loud. I tell you now, the acoustics in that stadium, fantastic for chanting. So, right, I can't find it. We're just going to assume there's a lot of us in there tonight, and it's 1-0. And what do I do now? What do I do now? Inter Milan seems to be edging possession. Shots, yeah, one more, but both teams have had 2 shots on target. We've, of course, had that clear-cut chance with Glushakov. Cannot believe the old Russian guy there gets the goal. Absolutely fantastic. The last time Inter Milan and Spartak Moscow did face each other in real life, RIL, if you use acronyms, or I think Inter Milan beat us, basically. I'm not sure whether it was in the Champions League or the Euro Cup. Oh, Perisic is in here. Oh my god. Oh Rebrov does so well there. Well done, Rebrov. Blooming heck. So yeah, Inter Milan beat, I can't remember Champions League or Euro Cup or whatever, but Inter Milan beat Spartak Moscow both times, I think. Not by a lot, but both times. I think Hernan Crespo was on the bench. Figo was playing. Some other players as well. I can't think about it because we might score and it's too much. St. Louis, nope, he loses it in the box. No penalty given as well. If we'd have played like this against Ural, we'd have still been undefeated in the league right now, because this is really nice play. Gabriel, he's got it all to do, to be fair. He's gone really wide. Yeah, it didn't count to anything. But they've got the ball now. They are, again, still putting on the pressure. They ain't giving up. Perisic on the right. Finds Eber on the... Ooh, what a fired shot from Eber on the outside of the box there, on right on the edge of the box, to be fair. On target, nice shot. Rebrov can't catch it. He has to parry it out. But it doesn't go in the back of the net, which is the main thing. Fernando with the clearance. Zelalem to Berbatov. I'm just wondering, do we switch Fernando into a defensive mid-role now? Really make it difficult for them to maybe even get Fernando to man-mark Icardi, which would mean our defenders can be marking and closing down the other inside forwards. It would be an option, especially because we are ahead, and I suppose it's just nice. A 1-0 victory would be nice. I don't want them to get a goal before half-time, basically. Do we just do that, see out as long as we can, and then maybe if they do get one back, switch back to this, which is fairly easy to do, and maybe try and get another one. Inter Milan kind of just using the wings and the centre in a fairly even way, as we can see here with Ansalde on the centre. Waits until, who's that, like Mauricio moves forward. Yeah, before he actually sprays it through, maybe trying to find some space for Icardi there. Which is why I didn't want closing down, because I know that's what they're trying to do, essentially. Having two inside forwards that kind of sit on those in the wing-in positions, and having Icardi there. The idea is, of course, is that your fullbacks are too far forward or what have you. You got your centre backs. They're going to be thinking, do I come and close down or not? It's going to leave so much space for the centre forward in Icardi to have space. And that's the idea, isn't it? That's why it works so well. It puts pressure on the defenders to make the right decision. But because we've got so many people there, it is a bit more difficult for them to, I think, to utilise. And who's this? Is Kombarov to whip it in. Mauricio will pick it up though in the centre of the park. Got plenty of options, but he decides to run away. But he does win the foul, and Kondogbia does get a yellow card. So maybe Mauricio, that was his plan. He's a very, very clever player, Mauricio. Right, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to try and move now what we said. So what we said is Fernando is going to go into that defensive mid role. Going to still have Glushikov as a box-to-box. The idea is that we go into here, we go into Fernando, and we say we're going to mark Icardi, right? And then we're going to take Sedar Tashi off marking Icardi. Maybe he can even mark Perisic now. And it'll just mean, I think, that we're just a little bit more solid, and it means that maybe Perisic isn't seeing much of the ball either, because they are using him more now. So there we go. Or at least, well, maybe they're using Ansaldi more, to be fair. Fernando gets in there now. So maybe he's going to be playing a much more of a defensive role. We might not be seeing many more highlights from ourselves. And maybe it's a bit early for me to do this. But I just want to see how it goes. And basically, if it doesn't go well, we've got plenty of time then to actually switch it back to what it was. We'll see, though, now. Perisic, he is in plenty of space, to be fair. So I'm not quite sure what went wrong there. Felipe Mattioni to Berbatov. He does turn beautifully, actually, but it doesn't account to anything, and it's cleared, and now they're on the break. But you see, Fernando's got back pretty nicely now, and okay, he's let Icardi get away from him, but they've spread it out wide. Okay, guys, yeah, good. Well done from Felipe Mattioni there. Nice clearance with a brill shot, I think, from Mario, which goes out there. I was hoping that it was going to say something like 83 minutes, but it says 63 minutes, which is 20 minutes longer than I thought we'd got in this match. A nice, calm, concentrate, not a cheeky one, just a nice one. So a bit of a zen approach now, as Ansaldi gets it and whips it through to Gabriel, and it's a goal. Okay, it's not too bad. It is 1-1. Maybe we just switch it back. I was just playing about with it, I suppose. Okay, so they've got a goal. We've switched back to our original formation because, don't know, we see there Icardi, is it? Well, it's Gabriel actually, but we see Fernando's nowhere near Icardi. We're asking him to do quite a lot, I think, and so we'll just stop. We'll just stop asking him to do that. Fernando, we don't need the halo on him anymore. Zelalem to Berbatov. Sprays it out wide to Felipe Mattioni. Not far enough to do anything with it though, and now Inter Milan are on the break. 10 minutes to go. Adair just runs through. Oh my gosh, What a run from him. But actually can't get it past Rebrov. Rebrov's had a good game, to be fair. Kombrov whips it in, but Zelalim will pick it up. It's cleared. He's on a nice little run. I think he's had a good game, to be fair. I might play him as well in the next match. Don't forget as well that Rostov have been playing today, so they're going to be equally as tired. Or, oh my gosh, imagine if that had gone in. But 1-1 is good if we can hold on to it. It's away as well, so it's a great result. Samba Sur is in and he does get a shot. He's not impressed me so far, so if that had gone in, he would have gone right up in my book. I have a book somewhere. Kombarov beats his man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Can he whip it in? Yeah, he can, but was there any point? And there's still really 2 minutes to go. It's the longest 2 minutes of my life. Adair to Gabriel, and it was a shot, and it could have gone in, but it was a block. It just hit somebody's cheek or something. I don't know. Glushikov ain't getting it past Glushikov, mate. 50-50 possession. I've asked them to retain possession. They've done it as well as they can. They've done it as well as Inter Milan have anyway. With 2 clear-cut chances though for ourselves, and only the one for Inter. It would have been nice to have got 3 points. Don't do this to me. Don't take it away from me. Don't take this 1 point away from me now. I've just said we should have won. Yes, well done, Kombarov. He's had a good game. Berbatov. Maybe some of you might be thinking you shouldn't have, you should have taken Berbatov. No, no. The last shot of the match at the post for Inter Milan. Oh my gosh. I know this is like a group stage of it, and it's not like you're either in or out, but wow. No, I say well done because I am impressed. Didn't know what to expect going into this match. With the fact that we went 1-0 up, the fact that we had 2 clear-cut chances, the fact that we held our own, got 50% of the possession is all really good. The fact that our defenders did mark Icardi very well. He didn't get a goal. He got a 6.6 rating because he wasn't in the match because we didn't let him. Yeah, Gabriel got in the match as well, so he was the one with the goal, Gabriel Barbosa there. But at least their key player, their key striker, their captain, we just outplayed, which was what I wanted to do. We can't outplay every single one of their players because they have some good players and it'd be too difficult. So it looks like Young Boys and Odd drew, so well done to them. It was 1-1 in Norway, so fair enough. We're still 6 points then as a Spartak Inter, 6 points ahead of Young Boys and Odd with 3 matches to go, so I think it's pretty much certain that Spartak and Inter, it's just whether we finish first or second really. Right now though, we are first, which is nice. We of course invite Inter Milan over to Moscow very soon, so we'll see what we can do against them in our own turf. £103,000 for that. So it looks like Rostov did beat Legia in their group, so that's a 2-0 victory for them. So that might be a bit of confidence for them. I'll play on until the match. It's only like 3 days' time, and I'll come back. We'll do a little look at Rostov, and we'll get straight into it. Welcome back. This is the side we're going to pitch up against Rostov today. I've gone blurred again. What is going on? Okay, this is the side we're going to pitch up against Rostov today. We've got Rebrov, Mauricio. In fact, we're going to switch Mauricio back into a libero role because we were only switching him as a sweeper on defend because we were against Inter Milan and I was a bit scared. So there we go. Mauricio, Kombarov. Probably could do with the rest, but I want to play him. Bichetti, Putsko, and Yeschenko. We have, of course, got that limit of 6 foreign players on the pitch, so I needed to bring Putsko in anyway. I needed to bring Yeschenko in anyway. Zobnin comes in for Fernando. Also, the young Russian Sambaso comes on for Glushikov, so that was 1 Russian down. So you see, I'm trying to balance it out, but also because Glushikov was our most tired player. Zelalim gets a start again because I was impressed. Yeah, he could probably do with the rest as well, but he had some decent chances there at the San Siro, so I'm very impressed. Is it at the San Siro or at San Siro? Zeloise as a centre, no, as a target man on support, and Promes as we'll change that to attack. We'll change it to support. just make your mind up already. Prums as well, they're like that. We're going to go standard. We're going to go fluid. We're going to play wide. We're going to exploit the flanks, play it out of defence, play mix, but try and retain possession with a deeper defensive line, and we're going to close down sometimes. And I think that is all. So let's get cracking. So yeah, they're going to come at us, be attacking, be direct, close down. I didn't want to play counter. I didn't want to play defensive though, because we are home against Rostov, who aren't having a great time. So I did just want to maybe just assume that we were going to be okay anyway and just play our normal standard football that seemed to work against Inter Milan as well. We're favourites by a long shot. You know, with the press and Bet 190, whoever they are. Strong centre back though. Papaguay is their key man, so that should be, well, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so we are here back in Moscow for this match against Rostov. Let's see. I mean, the key things then that I want to see Yashchenko doing what Felipe Mattioni does. I want to see Zobnin pulling his way in the centre. We've got some good centre mids there, coming off with a nice wicket. We've got some good centre mids there in Sambasso and Zobnin. These are strongish players, essentially both ball-winning midfielders, but Sambasso's playing as the box-to-box midfielder. Komarov's in. So hopefully, we even though... Right, just checking we didn't score there. Hopefully, even though we haven't got as many midfielders as they have, the midfielders we do have are strong midfielders and work hard, and that's what I'm hoping to see. I suppose as well, I'm hoping that Quincy actually passes the ball at some point as well, instead of just trying to score and miss every single time, because it is annoying. But we are retaining the ball pretty nicely nevertheless. They've only had one shot, it's not been on target. We've had one clear-cut chance as well, and retaining possession very well, winning that game. Papaguay, meant to be their captain, their key player, scored an own goal against Zenit to give Zenit the 3 points, and he has given us a penalty very early on in this match also. I don't think we've scored a penalty yet, so let's see. Kombarov. Oh, I thought that was a bit weird. Kombarov taking it, and I actually thought it was going to go wide, but not a bad penalty actually in the end. Obviously left-footed, and he's maybe hit it on the inside of his foot there. Good penalty, and yeah, I don't get that excited about penalties, to be fair, because I'm usually like, when we score, it's like even against lower leagues or against lower sides, I'm just like, yeah. Well, because it's kind of a penalty, it's like, I don't know, you kind of expect to score. It's settled in, it's not a surprise, there's no excitement. It's like, yeah, we'll probably score. Look at him skating off. Our midfield has been heavily outnumbered by Rostov's midfield players. Well, yes, because they have 5 of them. Zeloise finds Proms, and he gets a goal. I mean, if he'd have... Oh, no, it doesn't actually go to him. It goes to Gaia, which is quite funny anyway, because that's his second own goal against one of the top sides, first Zenit and now Spartak. So, well done, Papa. I mean, to be fair to him, he was trying to tackle Proms. Or Promes. I still don't know how to say it. I'm going to say Promes. He was going to tackle Promes, so... He was trying. It wasn't like a really poor effort. He was tackling him facing the wrong direction, essentially. Yashchenko gets in. Doesn't get a goal, though. 3 clear-cut chances we've had now in this match. We are dominating, very much so. I mean, Rostov are coming in from the wings, actually, to say that their most assists have actually come from a player that plays in the centre of midfield. They're actually just thoroughly going at the left and the right in equal measure. And we've got another goal. Is that another own goal for Guy? No, this time Quincy does get the goal. Nice to see him actually get on the score sheet. I know that I always say I don't like playing him because I think he makes silly mistakes, silly decisions, given chances on goal. But he's actually been alright, I think, in this match. And he goes running off there on his own because he's not got any friends. Kombarov with the free kick. Clears back to him though. Bichetti to Zobnin and Zelalin. What can he do? Ivan Yaschenko's made a little cut inside there. But nope, doesn't account to anything. But you see their striker is just on his own completely. Yaschenko finds Proms on the near post, who doesn't square it or anything. He just takes a run, tries to run it in the net, and still doesn't get a goal. So back to Proms hitting. Okay. Oh, you had a bit of a flash there. It's Russian of the day. You didn't think it would come in. You thought you'd got away with it, didn't you? You thought, oh my God, Inter Milan match. Oh my gosh, yeah, we might have got away with it. Nope. I was just waiting for this moment, waiting for when we got back to Russia for Russian word of the day today. And Russian word of the day today is Ali. Ali. What? What's that mean? The Russian viewers now will be thinking, what? It means deer. Why deer? Well, I thought I'd use Russian word of the day sometimes to let you know a little bit about me. Things I like, things I don't like. My favourite animal is the deer, the stag, majestically wandering the woodland. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, you learn a bit more about me and learn some Russian. It's a win-win situation. Ali, there you go. Back to the football. Okay, so here we are. The lighting may have just changed because the window cleaner's here and I didn't want him to see me with a microphone in front of me and a little camera on me playing a football game. I don't know, it felt a bit embarrassing. So I've just shut the curtains. I hope you don't think that I'm like shutting it so that I'm not going to pay him or something. But yeah, I've shut the curtains, both these curtains, these big, like the big doors, and then curtains in the living room so he can't see it. I just saw him pull up, so I was like, shut the curtains and switch all the lights on. So it might change the lighting a bit. Proms makes a lovely run in and a good shot. He got it on target. Fair enough, fair play to him, but still, it's kind of a chance wasted, I always think. Kiriev, Makiev, Sambaso wins the ball. Finds Ronaldinho. Come on, Ronaldinho, to Zobnin. And that's it. 3-0. Job's a good one. Not conceded. Never looked like we were going to concede in that match. And probably should have got a few more goals. I'm going to be quite calm. Very happy with that and the way you played. They did play well, to be fair. They did what they were told and they did it well. They got a win. Fair enough. Okay, so that does put us back top. So, yesterday, the match before, CSKA Moscow did not win. Sovetov. CSKA Moscow lost against Sovetov. Yes, they beat them. I thought they were going to come crashing down, especially after that 6-0 loss. I mean, the 2-1 loss, and then they drew against Terek, and then a 6-0 loss against Krasnodar. These are the side that finished, that started the best. You know, they were top for a while because of their good start. But a 6-0 loss against Krasnodar, then I thought, this is where it comes crashing down, especially CSKA Moscow next to Zenit. Then after that, nope, beat CSKA Moscow away. So anything can happen, actually, and they return a top three at least. They're third. That's decent. CSKA Moscow, they're missing out on 3 points there. Arsenal Tula winning, and Gianurul 0-0. Zenit beat Terek 3-0, and that put them first. So then we needed to do the same essentially, and we did. We're top. Zenit just behind us, maybe 2 points behind us. Sovetov 5 points behind us now, but they're holding out. Lokomotiv Moscow, again, they're going to play soon, and if they get 3 points, that of course could see them hop into third place, which it would be good for Lokomotiv Moscow because last season they finished 6th, season before that 7th, so they'll be happy with the third place at this stage at least, especially if they can hold on to it. CSK with the game in hand, they of course could go into 3rd or 4th as well, but they're probably having the most disappointing season so far, considering they won the title last season. They're the title holders, finished 2nd the season before that, and then won the title 2 seasons running before that. So they're definitely the side that's underperforming most, I would say, sitting in 5th there so far. Krasnodar too, they're underperforming after 3 consecutive seasons finished in the top 5. They see themselves in 8th, so they've got it all to do. Amkar still yet to win. Bless them. So we're up against Ufa, my favourite side. Again, because it's the Russian Cup, that's who we were drawn, so I'll go and play that offline because I'll just play all the Russian Cups offline until we get to maybe the semis if it's interesting, or just the final if we do get there. We might not. I'm not focusing too much about it. I'm playing the youngsters, of course, especially the striking partnership of Davidov and Artem something or other. The two young Russians. So that's who we're going to be playing anyway. So we might get knocked out even. Who knows? I'm going to play it offline. We're going to come back for the Tom and Inter Milan match. Another double header. So another hour-long episode, probably. So we're going to come back for that. Please do like the video if you have indeed liked the video. If it wasn't too long, subscribe if you're new here and comment down below. How do you think those games have gone? I thought that we may be on a losing streak as well after that Ural loss, but I think a good draw against Inter and a nice win against Rostov really puts us in good stead still, to be fair. So I shall see you next time for the Tom and Inter Milan match. Until then, dos vidania. That was a long ass episode.